What up, folks? I'm UltraZilla, and I got a quick fix-zilla for you. I think it's going to be quick. I don't know. I already did most of the work. And just an explanation of what I'm doing. If you watched my Skyquake review, and you should because I put a lot of effort into it, please support the channel. Watch the videos. Anywho, if you watched that, you know that I had, and it just went up earlier, so maybe you didn't watch yet. But anywho, you know, I had an issue with this back here, this big backpack thing that I think should have went inside here. So I said that maybe you got to take off the nose cone and remove the landing gear, and that's what I did, guys. That's what I did. I did need to separate the plastic in front there. I just used the screwdriver, but if you had, well, with an actual screw head. But if you have, like, you know, spooger, you know, that'll work a little bit better. I thought I had one, but, you know, I thought I had a whole kit, but I guess it wasn't mine. I don't know. Anywho, I took off the nose cone, and I took off the landing gear. It's just one screw, but then you gotta, like I said, you gotta pull it apart. So, the theory is if I do that, I will be able to get this part at least a little further in so it doesn't create this big backpack thing. And you know what, guys? I'm happy to say it does kind of work. However, with a caveat, you do give up a little bit in the shoulders, which I'm going to show you in a second. Kind of, sort of. So what happens is, now, you know, you're able to go in a little further and cut that in half. You see, you totally cut that box in half to what I think is pretty manageable. So it doesn't go in all the way. Now, I thought it would have, but it does. These parts here do stop at a certain point, and it doesn't go as far as I would like to. If you put it down, it just doesn't. It doesn't go as cleanly in that box as I would have liked. However, again, and I said this in the review, even if I could get it down half, like so, that goes a long way, a long way. So, with that said, here's the landing gear. I'm saying goodbye to the landing gear myself. I'm gonna hold on to it, of course. I'm not throwing it away or anything. And then, you know, you wanna put the nose cone back. Put one side in, put the other side in, like so, and then you put the front part in, like that. And then you are gonna put the little screw in. But before I do that, I want to show you that it actually works, and my theory is correct that now it totally goes flush. This was one of the things. The landing gear was preventing it from going completely flush. So now that it does, you know, again, you want to get that screw in there so it's tighter. But now that it does, now that goes in, right? That still goes in nicely. And this now can go all the way, you know, well, not all the way, but it could go halfway now. And, you know, that's a lot better than a full giant hole there, in my opinion. Another thing that it does, and proving that my theory that that's supposed to be like that is correct, is now the other issue I had with these two things tabbing in to this back part. Now they tab in, and before they did not. So again, you can check my review for that. But now I get total tabbing, which that didn't do. So what was I talking about? The shoulders. Now, because of that, these are too low, and you can't go fully in on the shoulders. So I think still, if there is a third-party company that does something, they're gonna have to probably give you a new piece here, you know, or something to, or a new piece here, something that'll, you know, go in. That said, it's not so bad because, well, again, I gotta tighten it up, but once this goes in, you know, it's not terrible. Like, that's what happens with his shoulders now. And you know what? That's gonna happen with his shoulders anyway, if you want him to hold the Gatling gun correctly. So is it a big deal, the shoulders? No, I don't think it is. I'd rather have that than this giant hole back there, you know, so now I got half a hole. And I think that works, you know, I think that works. You know, now this is further in, it's covered. I mean, this does go in, so why wouldn't you want it to be a little bit better at the very least? So, you know, it's a Fixzilla that kind of satisfies what I wanted from this. Sort of. It's not like 100%, obviously, because, you know, the shoulders do butt up against that section like that. But I think it works, you know. I think it works better. Like, visually, this is a little bit further in, and it's cleaner when you look at it from the side. Because before, like, if you pull it back out again to the way it is, it goes, it's too far, it's like really far out. But, you know, with that, everything sits nicer within. So I think that's cool. I think it helps me visually a lot. Bzz, wait, time out. Little addendum to this video that I'm recording the next day. So excuse me if my lighting is just a tad different. It is, you know, I've got some daylight going on as well. Just wanted to mention a couple of things here that I didn't mention in the original recording. First up, if you're concerned about the way the shoulders look now, you know, moved up a little more, know that this fix to tidy that up isn't like so permanent that you need to adhere to it. You can easily just pull that back, and then you have your normal articulation, and it stays attached, which is something the other way, the original way, if you moved this forward, you weren't able to attach the bottom nose cone. So this fix actually gives you more than it did, and I didn't mention that a little earlier, so I hope you stuck around for the ending. This is the good part here. So you have that articulation is saved, actually, which is fantastic in my opinion. So that's a really good thing, and I just failed to mention that before. So, but you know, I am happy, you know, with this being able to do that and not disattaching. That is fantastic. Now, for the landing gear, if you have, you know, you're concerned where to put it, it actually, when you have it back here, you know, it actually stores in here very nicely. And you can get it to, like, jam in there in a way where, yeah, it's not going to fall out. And actually creates a little bit more, you know, closes up a little bit more space in there, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? It looks like, you know, a little bit more there. So there's that. One last thing. This cockpit, if you're going, and obviously with this mode, you know, you're losing, with this fix, you're losing the landing gear for the jet mode. However, if you're gonna keep him in this mode, this little cockpit glass here, you know, whether you stick it this way or through this way, you know, however you want to do it, is kind of annoying. You can, if you're gonna stay with him like this, you can always just remove it completely. It just kind of pulls off. Well, I don't want to do it right now, but it can pull off. You know, it's just friction in there, so it's just held together. So it does come out, you know, and you can take that out further. What that would do is probably straighten this out a little bit more, because the way this, whether you have it on the outside or on the inside, it is kind of annoying. But I'm going to leave it. It's just an option for you to do. I did take it out last night to check out after I filmed this. And I was like, it's all right, but I don't. Then you have this extra piece floating around, and I just didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with this. Again, whether you have it, you know, you need the articulation for the shoulders or you don't. Now you have that little bit of an option, and it doesn't pull out the nose cone, which it did before. So there you go, guys. I hope you dug this Fixzilla. Hope it works out for you if you're watching this and, you know, you get your Skyquake and you're like me and that's bothering you. It's not going to bother everyone, but it was bothering me. It was too big. It made this just too unruly, and I just like it way better like this. And I don't think the shoulders suffer too much from it at all, especially since I'm going to most likely keep them like this on my shelf with the Gatling gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, you know, it works because you're going to break that sculpt anyway when you do this. So there you have it, guys. Hope you dug it. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.